The following day Jesus wanted to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, "Follow me." Now Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him of whom Moses in the law and also the prophets wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." And Nathanael said to him, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and said of him, "Behold, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no deceit." Nathanael said to him, "How do you know me?" Jesus answered and said to him, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." Nathanael answered and said to him, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God, you are the King of Israel." Jesus answered and said to him, "Because I said to you, I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? You will see greater things than these." And he said to him, "Most assuredly I say to you, hereafter you shall see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man."
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God, amen. Today we're looking at John 1, verse 43 to 51. Today we see the Lord who wanted to go to Galilee. He finds Philip and he tells him to follow me. Now, this is not the first time we see this invitation from the Lord to either a disciple or a potential disciple, where he tells them to follow me. We see the story of Levi in the Gospel of Luke, where he tells him to follow me. And typically our understanding of the invitation of the Lord to follow him is an understanding that he's telling them at that moment to get up and to follow him. And truly and certainly there is this element of dropping your life, picking up and following him. We see this invitation with the rich man, where he tells him, if you want to be perfect, go sell what you have, give to the poor, take up your cross and follow me. We saw Levi tells him, follow me. Here we see Philip, and he tells Philip to follow him. What's interesting about Philip is he reveals to us a new way of following. You see, the Lord came to Philip and said, follow me. He found him and invited him. And the first thing that Philip does is he goes and he finds Nathanael. See, the following of Philip, his following is not just a physical getting up and following, but he is now a follower of the way. And one of the greatest ways to follow is by imitation. It says in verse 43 that Jesus, he says, and he found Philip. Verse 45, and Philip found Nathanael. Not only is Philip following and literally getting up and going in the same place as he is going, but now he is actually following the course that the way is taking. If the way invites, then the follower of the way invites. If the way loves, then the follower of the way loves. If the way calls out, then the follower of the way calls out. This is a new way of following that transcends just the physical getting up and moving and leaving and walking and following. We all have to see that in the Lord calling Philip to follow him, he is actually calling his whole church to follow him. He's calling the whole world to follow him. Now, I know that very often when speaking to children, they're like, yeah, I wish it would be so awesome if we could just see him with our eyes. If he was just here, then and he went upstairs and he told me to follow him, then I would follow him upstairs. It'd be so easy. And yet he, first of all, is among us. But when he calls us to follow him, it is to become like him. It is to follow in his way. Well, how do we follow in his way? We must first come to know his way. And his way is evident in his commandments. His way is evident in his life, in his character, in the things that he calls us to do. So when we love our neighbor, we are following him. When we feed the poor, we are following him. When we give our clothes away and our possessions away, then we are following him. When we gather together for prayer, we are following him. When we go in a solitary place alone, we are following him. When we whatever it is that he has ever done, and he shows us his way of love and humility and descent, we now can follow him in whatever situation, wherever we are. We can become followers of the way. And so today we thank Philip for showing us what it means to follow him. The Lord found Philip, and Philip found Nathanael. The Lord invited Philip. Philip invited Nathanael. May we truly today become followers of the way, not just in a physical context, but rather that we would transcend this physical, but follow him and follow the way in everything that we do. Have a beautiful day.